Hey, what's up guys, I'm TPB Robinizer and welcome to MPC Season 2. I got my draft analysis here, so, excuse me, MPC Season 2. I sort of sucked just a little Season 1, so we're going to try and not do that. This is coming out very late, it's already like week 3, so I'm going to have this video come out and then after it will be like a update with week 1 and 2. And this team I'm going over is not my originally drafted team. This is post-transactions. I only have like one trade left and then some FA transactions. But I will probably use them, but not soon. So let's just go over the team I have here. So first up, we have Tapu Koko. First round pick. This is a free draft. So I got this. We got some interesting things here. It is one of my Z-Mons. We have like... Y'all know what Tapu Koko does, so like these moves here are gonna be sort of just, I guess, non-standard stuff we can run. We can run like a Calm Mind set. We have Roost and Defog. We could probably run a support set here, and then this one really weird move. You see mirror move. Z mirror move sort of gives you +2 attack, so maybe that's an option for me to run with like Wild Charge and no other physical moves because it doesn't have good physical coverage. Brave Bird, oh yeah. Excuse me. But we have this, and then yeah, that's what we got. We got Tapu Koko first round, base 130 speed, good speed tiers, electric surge, and yeah, it's a great first round pick. We got the electric fairy typing. Yeah, moving on to my second round, I got something to offensively pair with this. We have Kartana, which is threatening to say the least. We have 109 base speed, which is good again, and then 181 attack, which is very good. This thing is really known for just being that physical wall breaker. We have like the dual stab, we have knockoff, we have stuff like Psycho Cut, Brick Break, Sacred Sword. But this also has a couple utility moves, like 2. We have Defog and Tailwind, like those are the only utility moves like ever. We could be an SD sweeper, we could run like Synthesis, because, well, I mean, we have good physical bulk, really good physical bulk, but on the special side, we're not taking a hit at all. Yo, let's run Calm Mind. That'll come one week, I'll tell you that. Yeah, just that really strong physical wall breaker. We're starting our Fairy Dragon Steel core. We don't have the dragon yet, and we also got our grass type for our Fire Water Grass core. But yeah, moving on. We got a good offensive core going right here, so we're gonna keep up with that, and we're gonna get something that can take a lot of hits and dish out a lot of damage as well. And that is T-Tar. This is very bulky, especially with the Sandstream giving it the Spit F boost. We have set up like Rock Polish if for some reason we wanted that over D-Dance. We have D-Dance, obviously. We got our first Stealth Rocker. We have the likes of Taunt. And then, yeah, it's just, there's also Blacephalon in my division. And this is easily the best check to that, so I have that going for me, I guess. It's a great fire type check. Special fire type check. Great ghost type check, and this thing just has a lot of coverage on both sides. On the physical side, we have like stab with Stone Edge and crunch, and then we also have pursuit to pursuit trap things. We have the elemental punches, we have Iron Head, we have a lot of stuff going for us. We have EQ, and then we also have some support moves like Dragon Tail, Taunt, and Stealth Rocks, which I pointed out. And then there's also stuff on the special side. A common set in Gen 6 was Assault Vest with like Ice Beam and Flamethrower to hit like Lando T and Ferrothorn. So 95 special attack is not terrible. It can help us break through some 4x weak bonds that would normally hard wall us, so that can help us a lot. And yeah, T-Tar's here. And obviously Excadrill is gone, so that is not going to be our Sand Abuser. I was not really looking at Stoutland. And honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to get a Sand Abuser at all. But I saw this Pokemon, and I was like, okay, it's not a traditional Sand Abuser, but it is very, very good in sand, and that is Lando I. Because in League, you're not allowed to run Sheer Force, you have to run Sand Force. And this gives you a Sheer Force boost to Earthquake, which normally wouldn't get a Sheer Force boost when it's in Sand, which is absurd. We get a Sheer Force boosted Earthquake and Stone Edge when we're in Sand, which is very, very good, and this thing becomes very hard to switch into. We have the likes of Rock Polish and Swords Dance to boost our speed. We have support with Stealth Rocks and Defog. We can set up with like Bulk Up. We have Calm Mind. This thing has a lot of different forms of setup, and it has good coverage on both sides. And it is very balanced in its physical and special like attack stats. They're both very similar, and its bulk is pretty respectable. And then 101 speed is not bad at all. Just outpaces those base 100s. This is not my next Zmon because we get 2, and I think we'll all agree that the next one coming up is better. The next Zmon coming up, it's my 6th round pick. And yeah, this also has momentum with U-turn, which I really like. I love momentum. But yeah, let's move on. So, I obviously needed some bulk. And this is the first of the 3 mons that were traded. And this is Togekiss. We have some heat stuff here. I didn't put down that much. I'm just going to type some stuff as I talk. So this thing gives me another fairy type. It gives me a ground immunity, which T-Tar and Coco were both weak to. And then now we have 2 ground immunities with Togekiss and Lando. This thing is known for being a flincher. Oh boy. If just flinch everything. We have Nasty Pass, which is very, very threatening into Coco and Landorus and a few of my upcoming picks. This thing has decent coverage. We have Aura Sphere, we have Flamethrower, we have Air Slash obviously to flinch things. Then we have Recovery with Roost and Morning Sun. Do we have dual screens? We do have dual screens. We have that option. We have Tailwind for support. We have a Wish Passer. And then we just have dual status with T-Wave and Toxic. This thing has so many different viable sets, and because of its typing, even though its defensive stats are meh, it's a very good wall because it can just tank fighting hits for days and take resisted hits very easily. And even if it's offensive, which it will be sometimes, it has 120 special attack, and then it still has good SpDef, good HP, and good defense, so it will still take hits, which I really like about it. We could run it like Choice Scarf. We have a couple options for it. Who knows? We'll run Hustle one time. Hustle Bandit E-Speed, and it'll work. We have that Serene Grace boosted Ancient Power. Okay, we'll get some boost there too. But yeah, this thing, it's a great support mon. It is a great fighting resist. And yeah, it does a lot. It does a lot for my team, and 80 speed is not the best speed tier, but it's a good one to have. Yeah, it's here. It's got the great support, good coverage, and it is a great fighting type check. And upcoming is round 6. Oh boy, I can't believe I got this Pokemon round 6. And it is, like I said, it's my Zmon. This is your boy Volcarona. So 100 speed, good speed tier, 135 special attack, terrifying, with Quiver Dance, which means, oh boy, we can set up on special attackers easily. We have a good speed tier for to just get boosted once and then outspeed a lot of things. We have momentum with U-turn if like we wanted to run like a Scarf set, I don't know. And we have reliable recovery with Roost, so we could run a bulky Quiver Dance set with Roost. We have some utility with Tailwind, and then on the Z move side, we could run Z-Stab with Bug Buzz, Fiery Dance, Fire Blast, just nuke things. Then we also have coverage with Giga Drain, Hurricane, and Psychic, which make very good Z moves. Yeah, and then it's a great Zmon because it lets it just break through those few Pokemon that can wall this with a specific Z move. And yeah, this thing, it's a terrifying sweeper. And yeah, I can't wait to get to use this. Yeah, it gives me a fire type for my core. And let's move on. So far, the team's looking very offensive, and it's going to stay that way. We have a couple bulky mons coming up towards the back end of the draft. But yeah. So next up, we got Como. This thing is great. It can be physical or special. It's got 110, 100, which is great. It has 3 amazing abilities. So like if my opponent has some Spore Mons, I can run Overcoat. If my opponent has like an X-Cloud or maybe a Swallow, it doesn't want to come in on an Air Slash or Hurricane, but it'll come in on Boom Burst from like X-Cloud and Swallow. And then we have Bulletproof, so we can take Gengar's Dual Stab. We can, okay, literally, that's all 3 of Gengar's moves, unless they run Sledge Wave. So, okay, that's pretty cool. But then we have just, any of those Ghost types aren't doing anything with Shadow Ball. Some of those Poison types aren't doing much. It's very bulky. It can find chances to set up with its multiple moves. We have Belly Drum, oh yeah. We have Autotomize, we have Bulk Up, we have SD. We have a lot of different forms of setup. And it can go either way with like a speed boosting set that can be physical or special, and it'll do work either way. We have utility with like Taunt and Stealth Rocks, and then we can just click things, click moves. We can click special moves like Draco Meteor and Clanging Scales, which are stupid hard to switch into. Then we have like Close Combat, Drain Punch, EQ, Fire Punch, and on the physical side, and then we still have that coverage on the special side with Flamethrower. And then we have Focus Blast on the special side, which misses, but it does a lot of damage. We just have a lot of coverage. We have a lot of coverage. It can go either way. 85 speed is not terrible, especially when we can boost it. And yeah, I am very excited to try this Pokemon out. Yeah, so far, excuse me. I don't think I've used like any of these Pokemon in my draft at all, period. Something tells me for more than like 3 weeks, I don't think I've used any of these Pokemon. Yeah, next up. Hazards are an issue. We have Togekiss, Volcarona, we have Coco that likes to pivot, and it's nice to have a reliable spinner. So this was one of the second mons we traded for, and it is Delmise. So we have Steelworker with Anchor Shot to basically have 3 stabs, Ghost Grass and Steel. Unfortunately, it's not a Steel type. I really would have loved that. We're a Rapid Spinner, which is great. We can set up with the form SD, and then we have a Reliable Recovery with Synthesis. Looking at this thing's stats, it is not passive at all. It is a great spinner, and then it is also not frail at all. We have 70 HP, 100 defense, 90 Spid F, and like with like the means of an Assault Vest and the or with the Reliable Recovery of Synthesis, we can tank hits and reliably spin. We can trap mons with the Stealth Rockers with Anchor Shot, kill them, and then Rapid Spin, which works. Sometimes we can just eliminate hazards from the game, basically. Delmise is just here. It's a fantastic, reliable spinner. It's very bulky. Speed tier, not that great. But it is very threatening because of its super high attack stat. You can't just easily switch into it. We have good coverage with like Knockoff. Then we have Stab with Power Whip, Shadow Claw. We just have a lot going for this Pokemon, and it'll make a very reliable spinner for Volcarona. So yeah, moving on, round 9. I've wanted to try this Pokemon forever, and it's Cloyster. We got that boy Cloyster. Oh yeah. Shell Smash, great speed tier with Shell Smash, of course. We have Ice Shards for priority. We have Spikes and Toxic Spikes for hazards. We can spin as well. Not the best spinner, but it is an option. We have Icicle Spear with a Skill Link to do a ton of damage. We have Liquidation. We have Hydro Pump to abuse the Shell Smash. We just have a lot going for this Pokemon as a sweeper and utility mon, because it's a great suicide hazards lead. And my team, like, it does like that. Like with Coco, Kartana, Volcarona on the offensive side, it really likes the hazards being up. And yeah, so Cloyster can do some stuff here. Then we have like some weird stuff with like Curse, because we have 180 defense. We have 45 special defense, but if he only has physical attackers, a Cursed Cloister can sort of end your career. I don't know. It's probably never gonna come, but it's an option. Yeah, there's just not that much utility moves. However, as a suicide lead or sweeper, this mon's great, and I am very, very excited to try it out. And it gives me a water type to finish the core and an ice type, so the dragons and flying types don't run rampant. So, moving on, this was the third mon that I traded for, and it is another ghost type. Because I thought my team was very fighting weak. We had Titar, Kartana, and then the last mon on my team, which you haven't seen yet, and then Togekiss was originally Umbreon. I did a three-way trade. I traded 3 mons for 3 Pokemon, and the mon before this, Umbreon, was originally weak to fighting, and I could sort of fix that up. Yeah, now I have another immunity, and then a 4 times resist. So yeah, moving on. We got Deblade. This thing with an Eviolite. Okay, with no defense investment, that's like, okay, almost, I want to say almost 500 defense, which is absurd. And max HP, and then maybe we could run max Spadef sometime, I don't know. But with just max HP of Violate, it'll take a couple special hits, not that many. If we run a good amount of Spadef investment, we can easily tank hits on that side. We have 110 attack, which really complements the bulk because we can easily just come in on things and set up with SD, and then or just do tons of damage because of this super high attack stat. We have like Shadow Sneak for the priority. We obviously have Swords Dance. Where is it? Then we have for stab, we have Gyro Ball if my opponent has a really fast team, or if I run this as a more defensive pivot. And Iron Head. Oh no, don't do that yet. We have cool utility with like Destiny Bond. We can be a Pursuit Trapper. We just have a lot of options for this. We could run a pseudo Aegislash Toxic Stalling set. Who knows? With just normal Protect. Oh yeah. But yeah, we got a Pursuit Trapper here. It's very good at that for a bulky mon. And then we have the Great Dual Stab, and it's immune to fighting. I do want to try this out. I can't wait. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We could be a Rain Dance setter. Oh yeah, for those Volcarona Hurricanes. But yeah, there's not much utility with this Pokemon. However, it can be bulky or offensive, and it can just come in on like the many types it's immune to. Normal, fighting, poison. There's 3 that it's immune to, and set up on them. We unfortunately have no guard, which is unfortunate because we only have Toxic that doesn't hit. Maybe Rock Slide, which I don't think I'd ever run. So those will hit all the time, but that doesn't really matter because they're all pretty high accuracy, and they I won't bring them often at all. But then it means like my opponent's inaccurate moves can easily hit this. So that's a shame, but this thing is here, and yeah, it can do work. Okay, moving on to my last mon. You'll notice my team is gonna become pretty knockoff weak after this mon. Nothing really loves to take knockoffs, but we do have Togekiss. We have Tapu Koko with a Z and resist. But yeah, this is our finishing off our defensive core with, I guess, Togekiss and then just bulky mons, and that is Chansey. Okay, I'm sorry, it was round 11. It was round 11. I had to get it. We have utility with Stealth Rocks, amazing Wish Passer. This will like full heal Como and Volcarona and just like full heal everything. They had like 2%, now they're at max health. We have utility with T-Wave, Stealth Rock, like I pointed out. We have Aromatherapy and Heal Bell. We're not that passive. We have Seismic Toss, and then we have Counter. it's just, I couldn't pass it up. It's round 11. This thing is so bulky. It's weak to fighting only, but now I have a Togekiss, I have a Doublade, I have a Dhelmise. So only certain fighting types are going to be able to break through my team, and yeah, it's just, this thing is so fat. It has natural cure. It can come in on anything. We're going to run Serene Grace Ice Beam and freeze people. Yeah, we can just, this thing is so fat. I had to get it. It was round 11. It was round 11. I had to. But yeah, so let's well, that's actually the last Pokemon. So, couple weaknesses. We're pretty knockoff weak. We have Doublade, Chansey, Dhelmise, which all don't want to take knockoffs, which are my, I guess, main bulky Pokemon. But then we also have Titar, which if I run defensively or I guess utility is fine with taking knockoffs. And then we have Lando, which we can run defensively, and obviously Togekiss. So knockoff is not the best for my team. It's not the worst either. I don't think we really have that much of a fighting weakness anymore, only to certain fighting types with good dual stabbing coverage. And then we have, yeah, I love my team. It's so threatening to have to deal with Tapu Koko, Kartana, Titar, Lando, Volcarona, Como, Cloyster. You can't bring, like, you need to bring a majority of your team to be able to check all of my sweepers. That's the thing. I am not very good with offense. However, I think I turned this maybe a bit more into a balanced team after the trades, and I will. It'll be fun trying this out. Yeah, I can't wait to try this thing. This team. I'm gonna go over shinies. Hold up real quick, because I don't think I have like any good shinies at all. Like at all. Oh yeah. All right. Peep this. What a good shiny. Let's see. Yeah. Come on, please have one good shiny Pokemon. Dhelmise, come on. Ugh, please. Oh, Doublade, best shiny in the game. Oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. Okay, I have one good shiny Pokemon. That's all that matters. But yeah, I really cannot wait to use my team. I think it'll perform very well. Yeah, and whew. Yeah, I just can't wait to use it. Maybe redeem myself from last season. But yeah, that is going to be it for the draft analysis. I will see you guys like in an hour or two with the week 1 and week 2 recap. But peace.